It's not the simple fix that a lot of people think it is. It's not a matter of go get a job, go get a place to live, go get a job. It's not that simple. When you are to a point in your life that you've suffered trauma through the generations, you might have addictions issues, you might have mental health issues. There's a whole host of problems that precede that and lead to homelessness. And remember, that could be any one of us.
I had a husband, I had kids, I had a beautiful home at one time, and I'm a drug addict. And I relapsed, and I was just living on the street up until 3 weeks ago. This lifestyle has made me very humble. I appreciate everything I have. Most of us all spend the night here every night because it's home. Because rather than freezing out there, and it's a place to live and it's appreciated. We do our chores, we clean up around here. I'm hoping eventually to go into a treatment center. And that's something we all need, is a chance to get off the street.
I think a future state of homelessness would be able to ensure that everyone, regardless of who they are, where they come from, would have a safe place to put themselves and call home.
When we look at the issue of homelessness, it's not always about the negative, but we need to think about what are some of the good things that we're actually doing here. One individual said, but for me personally, here at organization XXX, they always accepted me here, and they expressed how they felt that relationship there. And I think also for that individual, if I remember correctly, they expressed more about the positiveness of that relationship, and in a sense, almost that individual and that organization almost became like a family member to them as well.
We provide homes and the supports for clients who were homeless up until they came into our program. And as of this week, we have 125 clients that are now in supported housing in our program. We are actually heading down to Hamilton to do some presentations. We've been asked to do presentations right across Saskatchewan and the West, as a matter of fact, about something as simple as providing some housing and supports, and then involving the entire community in working at that.
I hope that we get to a place that we have enough resources in our community to be able to meet the needs that we see, and that everybody in our community has their basic needs met and is able to live a thriving, happy life.
There's complexity and diversity to homelessness, which is often a symptom of underlying issues. If we're not looking at root causes and thinking about root causes, then bricks and mortar alone aren't going to be able to answer this question. And I think a classic example, and I'll use ones from my area, I work in addiction medicine, would be individuals that are stabilized in hospital, they have a concurrent mental health and addiction problem, they go to a mental health group home, but the inevitable happens. They have a relapse, they have a slip, they lose their housing, because there hasn't been relapse planning as part of their care plan. There isn't a wraparound approach so that if this person goes out and drinks, they're not going to lose their housing. There's an agreement with detox. If they go to detox, they get stabilized, and then they come back into their housing. So it's fairly seamless, it's safe to all involved, but it's thinking about the inevitable.
First got acquainted to alcohol when I was 9. When I was 12, I ended up alcoholic already. And by the time I was 14, I was a heroin addict. My dad pulled me out of school at 9 years old, put me to work. Dad told me when he pulled me out of school, here's a pack of smokes, here's 6 beer, you're a man now. 9 years old. The addictions I had in my life was so strong. I ended up doing a real bad crime. And in those days, there was no Young Offenders Act. I ended up doing over 35 years altogether. in a federal institution, maximum security penitentiary in BC. I said, I can't do this alone. I need some help here. And that was when my whole life turned around. And I became who I am today.
I would hope that there would be more transitional housing to get people past the point of being on the street to where they can take care of themselves, because a lot of people will come into Prince Albert and they don't know what to do. And people in Prince Albert are sometimes scared of all the homeless people that we have. And these people have become my friends, and they're not scary people, they're just homeless. We need to take care of our homeless people.
The one big thing people need to know is that homelessness is an issue in our community, and that if we work together, we can do something about it. Perhaps not totally eliminate it, but certainly reduce it and support people who are struggling with homelessness.
I was just thinking, I paid more for the shoes I'm wearing than most of my clients get for a month. Yeah, my clients make $255 a month on social services as a single client. You know, how do you compare that? They have to live an entire month on that bit of money.
I think it's really important for people in Prince Albert to be aware how prevalent homelessness is and that it knows no boundaries. So people that you least expect might be impacted, and it might be circumstantial and not the normal population or communities that we always associate to homelessness. I think the biggest challenge is just getting the whole community behind each other and utilizing our resources and our funding in the most efficient manner and having true collaboration. It will be a hard, long go, so I hope that people don't give up on it and that we keep striving for this improved community.
We work together and we come in with an open mind and start talking about, okay, what can we do? What can we do to address these issues? What's already been done? And celebrate our successes, because we have tons of them. But what else can we do?